Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Thursday, Mosh Pit. We are waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes. We had some banger videos, though, and thank you very much for the feedback on the Perfect Scenario sub-series yesterday. I really appreciate it. Hopefully that will... I have a feeling that we'll come up with a better name next week if people are still kind of into it and stuff like that. So, but I do like the beginning of the feedback. Thank you all very much. Here's your meme of the day, brought to you by Shriggins the Dope on the Sinvicta subreddit. Title thread was, there are only two options. Sinvicta posts an hour-long run. Very strong run with a victory lap in Arky, or 30 minutes to mom. 30 minutes to mom is generous if we're talking about like a struggle bus. I mean, we've seen some struggle buses that go like 40 minutes to mom sometimes. It gets pretty ridiculous. TJ's going to be Mike Foxtrot Lima Victor Romeo Quebec Kilo Zero. We've got 3 HP, Princess Leia Space Buns, the Bean and Spider Mod, but we're also starting off with a Curved Horn, which is pretty nice. Not bad. I would prefer to have a little bit more movement speed, a little bit more tiers, but obviously we can't really we have no effect on what we start off with Eden. It would be nice if we did, though. The game would be too easy. Hey, oh, give me Binge Eater every single time. Dude, I will happily take Binge Eater, as you all know. Spider Mod is going to show you the enemy HP bars, and occasionally, if it makes any physical contact with an enemy, it will do just literally a random bevy of attacks. It can freeze stuff, it can burn stuff, it can charm them, it can poison them, it can do like the you do the mom's contact effect, and everything can be like it does everything that you want it to. Did I mention it does everything? Kind of does everything. But obviously, once again, here we're starting off with 1.99 tiers, which, yeah, it's 1/100th of a point off of our tiers rate. But you know, whenever we start with sub 2 tiers, it's, you know, that you're going to be in for a little bit of a struggle bus early on anyway. So you got to prepare for that mentally. You'll be like, all right, so we got to be careful. We got to be a little bit more in tune with our positioning, in tune with our dodging. Let's not take dumb mistakes. Let's not take bad angles. And oh man, well, our damage is going to be absolutely bonkers here at 8.31. Good lord, man. Okay, so that helps. Wait, what happened to the oh, they're the what the heck? Oh yeah, it can also do the God's Flesh effect. I didn't mention that one. When I said everything, I literally meant everything. Here, just push the bombs back there. I knew that one was coming for me. I knew it. And yeah, I mean, you know, brainworm's brainworm, but it ain't no Curved Horn. Wow, I'm actually surprised it's not there. Super Secret Room is there, I think. And right on, hey, this was recorded on a different day. Right on cue, there's Voodoo Head, but I don't think, unfortunately, we're gonna get enough money to get it. We have 0 cents right now, unless we somehow magically get Pageant Boy and there's like 2 dimes in there or something. Which that won't happen, right? That's a little too perfect there, Sinvicta. What kind of shenaniganery tomfoolery you got going on here? I mean, I did say that I would, if we saw Voodoo Head out in the wild, I would take it, but yeah, we literally cannot. We can maybe make a play for the Sacrum Shuffle, but it just wouldn't be a wise decision. We're going to last week's question of the episode. Once again, coming in from Marcus Cannon, who said, question of the episode, if you were forbidden to ever play Isaac again, what game do you think that you would be able to play non-stop on your channel? I know there's nothing like Isaac, but just imagine. This is honestly kind of a common question that people ask me. If Isaac wasn't my main game, what would I be focusing on? It would be an MMO of some type, something that is always persistent and always changing. Or like a really, really, really strong roguelite. I'm talking like Slay the Spire. The Bazaar would be interesting if I didn't just totally suck at it. I am the worst Bazaar player in the world. We've already talked about that though. I'm gonna take Larynx here. Larynx is a very good early boss killer. And with this damage, man, we're gonna be flying. 1 bomb for a nickel is fine. A worthy investment. You get essentially equal value there. Yeah, it would have to be like an MMO, something I'm really into. If I could really, really choose, I mean, like, it'd be awesome to be If there's like a really good, we haven't had a good gacha game in quite a while. Oh, there goes a devil deal. We might as well just go walk into the boss trap room now, because yeah. I'm gonna do that. Then let's go check out the boss trap room, and we get a movement speed upgrade, which is definitely something we needed. Gonna be Dangle. Dangle can be a little dangerous. We need to be careful with him. I don't want to use my Larynx shot until I absolutely have to. And Dangle ain't it. As you can see, just imagine what our DPS would be here with a solid tears rate. And we're chunking him down, and we barely have less than two tears per second. Yeah, Ragman's definitely a pass for me, son. Okay, so we get a movement speed upgrade, which is great. I'm down with that. It would have been cool back in the heyday to be able to do WoW as my main content, but not like in a super crazy edited like Lauder video. It would be fun to do like guild stuff and raid stuff and PvP, that sort of thing. I think that would be neat. But my answer for sure would definitely be something that's persistent, like a good gacha game, good MMO, something like that. Oh my gosh. Well, we're gonna have full reign over Larynx now. We don't have to worry about taking red heart damage. We've already taken red heart damage, so we're gonna lose we've already lost the Devil Deal chance. It's just a matter of, do we take a hit inside the boss room now, and if we get a chance to bomb the keeper or not inside the shop. We got to find the shop first. I'm looking for money right now. Somehow we keep finding hearts though, and our secret room is going to be in here. Now I am very tempted to actually just rip Larynx in here to get all these pots and the secret room access, but that's a huge waste though. Ooh, okay. So we talked yesterday greatly in depth about changing our perspective on certain items, and one of the ones recently, in fact, I would say the most recent flip-flop that I've done has been on options. I think options is an automatic pickup now, and that's surprising considering how low I used to rate it in my own personal bias views on that. This is definitely one that I would confidently say you take no matter what. We might as well finish off the meme here and just go into this final room. There's no sack room, so I don't have to worry about keeping these red hearts for anything. My Discord. Someone's blowing up my Discord. Who is it? Who is it? It was Alex. It was Alex. He was saying something about art. All right, so it's gonna be Dingle, and Dingle's gonna get got here. Yeah. Full blast there with Larynx. Unfortunately, we didn't get an HP upgrade. We just get booster pack, which we do get a lot of. We have a lot of items on the ground though that we could definitely turn into money. I want to keep the Joker card for obvious reasons. Let's go into the Devil Deal here, as we did actually get a Devil Deal, and I'm taking Black Powder. I think Black Powder is just going to be slightly better than Shovel here. As the Shovel, while the Shovel is good, it's not a long-term play in my opinion. It is nice to get those crawl spaces though, for sure. This was just the activation card, so we can just do this. A whole bunch of money. Very nice, very nice. And then we're set up for a Devil Deal on the next floor, plus a good amount of money for the shop. I'm gonna go in the curse room again because we don't have any soul hearts to lose right now. Did not mean to pick that up. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if we can get a sack room shuffle on this floor, we're in business. Or D-Bizzle. D-Bizzle would be nice. Now remember, we do have... You know what? Oh, that still hit us, huh? Okay. You have all these hearts here too, so if we end up getting like a demon judgment or something like that, then obviously we can take advantage of that too. Go here. I don't want to waste our double hearts, so I'm just going to keep those there. I'm also not going to use my Joker card yet, just because there's no reason to. But it's a little bit concerning how often we've taken damage. We've lost 2 Devil Deals now, technically speaking. Now, if the game wasn't being benevolent here and helping us out a bit, we would have been in a little bit more trouble. But honestly, we've only gotten Black Powder, and that's not a huge deal. No, of course, no disrespect to Black Powder, because you know me, I love Black Powder. But it would have been a lot different. Yeah, it's just pills out the wazoo, man. We don't have any keys. There's a little bit of a risk here. Okay. It's more money, but unfortunately we used the only key that we had to get into that golden chest here. Trying to go grub into coming up here, and of course he's being willfully ignorant. Black powder, baby. There we go. There we go. Look at that. No, Isaac. Okay. It's 2 now, game. Charge key would have been really beneficial for us, and this is the reason why I like having Larynx over the shovel, because at least Larynx will stay in the air. Stay in the air, dude. I'm all over the place right now. I cannot believe that Spider-Man did that. Spider-Man froze the vis, and the mini chub stayed in the air. We walked into it. That is broken modem levels of foul there. Spider-Man, you've been warned. That's gonna bring out the yellow card. It doesn't take much. You cross me and Isaac, it's done. You're cooked. I'm actually really surprised the Super Secret Room isn't here. That's the only reason why I used that. What? I guess we weren't close enough to... the door or something. I don't know. No soul hearts in here, unfortunately. We get options, though. And I will buy this half-price key. That's pretty good value. Lots of champions in this room. We got to be careful. We did get stopwatch, of course, which is going to give us a nice movement speed upgrade, but more importantly, slow down everything in the game, including projectiles. No, we need keys here. So I'm not going to pick up the Eternal Heart because we need the HP, obviously. I'm hoping that we get HP from the boss. We're not going to get a Devil Deal here, but remember we have the Joker card. But it won't really matter much if we don't have enough HP to pick up the Devil Deal in the first place. That's why I was hoping that we were going to get some kind of soul heart inside of the shop. This is another pretty good Larynx room, I gotta say. All these mushrooms in here, plus Larry Jr.'s pretty soft boss. Okay. So we should be able to one-shot the boss with this, and taking bets now whether or not my stupid brain decides to walk into the spikes again. See? And that's why, hey, you gotta stay on top of it. Some people perceive that as being negative, but hey, you gotta remind yourself, don't be a dummy. Don't walk into this again. I think the best course of action here is going to be taking down phase 1 Frail and then going full Larynx with phase 2. There we go. Get a range upgrade. No surprise there. Joker. And unfortunately, well, even if we got a soul heart, I wouldn't take any of these. So, yeah. Just fishing for a soul heart at this point. Pretty big waste of a Joker card, but at least we know that these are now out of the Devil Pool. Let's go back and get our Eternal Heart. Dodge the spikes one more time. Don't be a dummy. In the next room? Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Now we can go down to the next floor and hopefully finally protect our devil deal. But we need some tiers up though. This is getting ridiculous. We did get other options as well, which is, I think it's just more and more options. The golden question mark. We got that one, and that one's going to give us a second item pedestal to choose from in every single item pedestal room or item room. Hoping it's here. No. Can't get that lucky. Right there, you just saw me do a little bit of a move here when I went down here. I just ambushed that the flying anus monster. Gonna go check out the curse room. We do get, in fact, a soul heart, but there's no way for me to save the half heart here. We've already lost our iframes from walking in. So use larynx in here just to make it a little bit easier. It's a smaller charge, so we can get 2 of those back immediately. We want the money. So you see how tiny, like little baby shouts there. You still do a lot of damage. You just have to be careful using it in like a group of mushrooms like I just did. Obviously, because that one right there was bad gas, so you don't want to get hit by that. Take out the host real quick. It's inconsequential to this room. We can kill the host before the Zubats even get past the fire. And we'll take Daddy. Big Daddy. Big Daddy. If this were a Game Grumps episode, we'd be saying Daddy likes. Or something like that. Aaron and Dan say that way too much. Well, no, it's actually not. It's not just Aaron. It's Dan, too. They both say it a lot. I think Space Bear even released an entire compilation video featuring how many times they say Daddy likey or whatever. I mean, it's funny because obviously it's Aaron and Danny, but one of the many recurring Game Grumps gags. That's a hard one to say. Game Grumps gags. Game Grumps. I can't do it. I gotta just say it slow. Super Secret Room's over to the north of this room, by the way. Meow. Daddy. I'll take the soul heart for sure. More red hearts that we can't do anything with, unfortunately. We gotta find that store. They're seeing the consumables really start to pile up now. We're getting, keys and bombs. We got a soul heart that's really nice. We got ourselves a temperance machine, which I hope that we can get a little bit of help from. Get some more movement speed would be good. HP upgrade would be also good here for this upcoming devil deal. You saw me use the temperance machine there. It just serves as another way to sort of supercharge larynx. Thank you, Daddy. Yeah, I mean, it's a boss item and 2 soul hearts. No way we don't take that here. We get a tears up. Let's go. I'm going to drop a bomb here to increase our odds to 77.5% for the devil deal. We got ourselves a golden key. Boss rush ain't happening, Chief. I'm sorry to say. Sorry to say, Kansas City Chief. I didn't realize there's so many Chiefs fans in the mosh pit. I know there's Eagles fans, and let's just say I'm not a fan of the Eagles. I'm not a fan of the Chiefs either, really. But this year we were damned if we did and damned if we didn't. Because on one hand you get the Chiefs three-peat, and on the other hand you get a Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl victory. Either way, we all lose. Wow, 78% chance to deal with double failure. Yeah, I will say that I happily did not watch any of the Super Bowl. I was streaming for my, I guess, technical partnerversary, even though my actual partnerversary is this Friday, by the way, tomorrow. So you should come over to the Twitch chat. Come check it out. Twitch channel. There's a double tinted rock right here. Right there. Wow. And now we're overflowing with HP. There you go. I was trying to get the coin. I think we got the bomb instead. But yeah, I happily did not watch the Super Bowl, and I don't even know what any of the commercials are. All I know is that people hated at least some people hated the halftime show. I didn't watch it because I just didn't care. See if we can get some bombs out of this. But notice how we still got right there, just a quick digression here. Notice how that even after I bombed and opened the stone chest, we still managed to walk away with the benefits of the chest, and options still allowed us to pick up the bomb as well. That's a neat little trick that you can do if there's a stone chest. If you get the opportunity to, because then the only thing that counts is the chest. The game doesn't care whether or not what was inside of the chest in terms of options. It only cares about what was dropped the first time that you cleared the room. Anyway, back to Kendrick Lamar. I mean, hey, look, I'm a Kendrick fan. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of his, but I do like some of his tracks. And I think that you know, it would have been cool to see his performance. But that's probably the only thing that I would have maybe cared about was the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. But like even then, like I've never really cared too much about the halftime show. The only halftime show that I would ever want to see would be Metallica. Metallica halftime show again would just be I would be all for it. Got the item room real quick here, and yeah, another tinted rock. Man, so many tinted rocks. I am going to take the rosary because we want the tears up. We may have had a chance of getting the boss rush had I really pushed it, but debatable. So if we can just get some more shot speed, then we're just super golden. I do like how the conspiracy theorists have come out now again, saying that it was a counter throw to show that the Chiefs were not being helped by the refs at all. Although it's very kind of sus how quickly. I don't know if those of you who don't watch football, by the way, just ignore the next minute and a half. It was very weird to hear DeAndre Hopkins immediately start talking about, like, he sat down and immediately started talking about, like, see the refs don't help us at all. What y'all got to say about now, or something like that. It's like, I don't know if that's what I would have opened with there, DeAndre. That's not a good look. Oh, we got shot speed and tears. I also totally forgot to use larynx. Busy talking about football. And then, of course, later on the next day, it came out that it was one or three of the people who officiated the Bills Chiefs game got fired because they had ties to sports bookies. It's like, oh really? You don't say. This is my surprised face. Anyway, we get Twisted Pair here from the Devil Deal. Definitely down for it. I saw that little errant shot. Let's go into the curse room. I'm hoping that was going to hit the stone chest. Didn't. Get a range and luck upgrade here. Whoop-de-doo. We could bomb the charge beggar here. to get a much better Devil Deal chance. It's an additional 8.8% for Devil Deal. You daddy. First card. It's Steam sale. Okay. Okay, so we know that the shop is good. Ugh. We haven't had a chance to really play much with the new little portal. I don't know what we can slurp up here to make the room, but in fact, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever actually shown the new little portal room since Repentance Plus came out. We slurp up both of them, I wonder. Well, no, we need bombs. Do that. Let's put some money back in here in our donation machine. So the new little portal, I'm not even going to mention what the old little portal used to do. The new little portal is now when you pick up, I believe it's 7. I think it's 7 consumables. It will spawn a portal, and then you take that portal to the new dimension, the dimensional room, eternal room, whatever you want to call it. And that room can only be accessed by a little portal. And what's neat about this is that you can keep things from floor to floor. So it operates on a completely separate dimension of reality from Isaac being in the crawl space. It's just an extra room that you can be like, oh, I'm gonna store this. I'm gonna keep this separate, so when I need it, if we need a reroll or something like that, we can do it. It's kind of like the Mysiotis trinket, where it grabs like 5 different things off of the floor and then just keeps them there for this run. Except this is on a totally different level. Quite literally, totally different level. So the little portal is getting bigger here. And it's about to get a lot bigger because I'm getting him a horse pill. Okay. Well, I didn't mean to go in here, but there you go. Okay, so anything that we drop in here, and I mean anything, we can come back and get. So that Emperor card, for example, I'm gonna leave it in here. I'm gonna get the dice shard. These coins, this bomb, all this stuff will be left in here. And then if we ever need to come back to it, we can simply just go, we can simply just send a little portal back out. Want the wooden chest, and yep. So next floor, little portal will spawn again, and we will get him back, and then we can go back in and get the Emperor card if we wanted to. I'm hoping that we get a Devil Deal here, just so we can use this dice shard. Don't get a Devil Deal. No surprise there. All right, so the little portal is back, as you see right there. Let's give him some stuff to slurp up. I again forgot to use Larynx against Mom. And actually, you know what I think? Take this with a grain of salt. I think Larynx can get you into boss rush. I feel like that's something that we discovered not that long ago. But Larynx, doing a fantastic job. It's showing that it can, if you remember to use it, it can carry you through through an entire run. And it's certainly worthy enough to do so. It's strong enough for sure. All I'm doing is just double tapping on the directional pad on the keyboard to tell a little portal to fire off. He fires kind of like Bob's brain. And little portal. Oh, it procced already. Okay. Yeah, so now we can access here. There's our Emperor card. No big deal. We can just leave. And then if we ever want to get back into that room, we simply just go back to the portal, and there it is. So in my opinion, I think it's a great strat. Or at least it's a strat that makes sense, is to take judgment cards to go in there if you have some kind of reroll, and then drop the pedestals in there. What am I doing? Shouldn't have been there. And then after that, you can basically just reroll as many times as you want. Get out of jail free card. I'm going to leave that there because we may come back and pick that up. There might be a boss trap room or something in the cathedral that we want. I'm going to do this real quick because I didn't mean to pick up that half heart in this room here, and I just want to go down to Polar Invincibility. As long as we don't take one or the other, that eternal, or that, what did we get hit by in here? I blinked and we were struck by something. Anyway, as long as we don't take either one of those items in the other room, we don't have to worry about them disappearing. They'll perpetually stay there until we select one or the other, of course. Have the key here. Black Feather. Another thing that you can do with the little portal is obviously you can save trinkets and stuff too. So it's a pretty neat change. Honestly, it's way better than what it used to be, which was just give you a random teleport and then also kind of brick your run. as we proved on that one fateful YouTube short. Double Black Monstro, and not my favorite. Mr. Dolly, I'm not going to pass that up. We do get a Devil Deal here, so I can use my Dice Shard. Yeah. It's not great, is it? Ooh, but that is, though. Okay. We can go into... Well, no, we don't need to go pick up the Emperor card right now. There's no need. We can go back and get that get out of jail free card, though. I like that idea. Because if there's a boss trap room on the next floor, then we can just simply just open it and get out. Or maybe even use it for the Mega Satan door. Probably won't do that, though. But, yeah, Death's Touch, great pickup here. Really? I'm actually really surprised that it's not there. Lots of champions despite us not having champion belt, we're getting a lot of champions this run here. So little portal's back. We're gonna have him just slurp up everything, unless of course he misses. Devil card. We could just also use the get out of jail free card to save ourselves 2 keys, but I think it's more valuable to get in and out of a boss trap room. Actually, technically, we cannot get into and out of a boss trap room. It can only be one way or the other. Unless we were on 1 HP, of course. Which we're not. Oh, speak of it, there you go. Joe free, we get Speedball. Nice, we needed more movement speed. Daddy spawned right on top of us. Thank you, Daddy. Gotta have those piercing shots. Gotta love those piercing shots. And obviously we're gonna go back and get the Emperor card for the chest. Very smooth run though, I gotta say. mega damage that we had early on definitely helped carry this run. Then we just got to play around with some unorthodox items. We don't really get to see Larynx a whole lot, or at least used in this capacity for this long. So that was kind of nice. Yeah, I'll take Eternal Heart. We actually don't even need to drop a portal on this floor because I'm going to use the devil card regardless of the size of the little portal. I'm going to use this on Mom's Heart. Or it lives. My goodness, there's a dang old dice room in here. In the room D20. Wow. Don't hurt yourself now, game. Okay, to win, we don't need that. It can get slurped up. So one more consumable should do it for a little portal. We're gonna have a full charge for Larynx, so we actually don't need the devil deal or the devil card. We need the devil deal, but not the devil card. There you go again. So I want both of them. I was able to open the stone chest while also taking the double bombs, and look at that. Everything else persists, which is real nice. Nice little trick. Good damage there with Larynx. We do get a devil deal. We get Guppy's tail. I'm only taking it to get rid of one of our red hearts. We're not going to get Guppy on this run. At least I don't think so. Golden chest inside of a devil deal. A little bit disappointed in that. Okay. So as you see here, little portal size remained the same when we left that last floor, which means that we can get a much faster, much faster portal to the portal realm. What's happening? Oh, we killed all of them. Gonna take the golden chest. We get ourselves a nice soul heart, and that should be it. Oh, maybe not. One more. I'm gonna take the keys because obviously we just got Guppy's tail, so. Again, I'm just gonna take the keys for now. Options is definitely the way to go if you want to try to counter the Guppy's tail effect. I don't know how that shot missed me right there. And yeah, crystal key. Earlier in the run, it would have definitely been a lot of fun to take. We got a little portal. Okay, it's definitely ready for one more. Here we go. We're going to take the key. Now it's ready. So we can go in here and grab the Emperor card. We leave the devil card behind. Because I mean, realistically, we don't need the devil card to help us beat Isaac. Their bomb's back. Let's hope for another soul heart. Not a big deal. Obviously, we don't have polar invincibility, but it's not like we have to be super careful here. There you go. Dance around him with black powder. Did some decent damage with Larynx. This is also going to cut down on the screaming fetuses as well. Use Larynx there to destroy a couple of the tiers. Little feint shots. Okay, so we lost a little bit more HP there than I wanted to, but we've got the Emperor card. That should be enough to slam the door shut on this run, I hope. SMB Superfan's huge. I actually am going to take Scissors because Larynx isn't charged, and Scissors actually gives you a pretty good amount of extra damage here. That those crazy tears coming out. Waiting for him to attack, then you're going to try to do a lap around him. Here we go. Nice smooth run here. We'll take it on a Thursday. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that one. Hopefully you get a newfound appreciation for Larynx. And, you know, Options continues to show that it's just one of the best items that you can get in the shop. Minus ones that, of course, are not named Keeper Sack. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below, welcome all new members of the Mosh Pit, and thank you for those who've been signing up either through Twitch or through the YouTube paid memberships. Remember to link your Discord account to your Amazon or your YouTube accounts, and you'll get access to our Discord where we do lots of kind of fun giveaways and all that good stuff. Good place to hang out and chit chat about all this Invicta stuff, and I'm always hanging out in there and talking with people, so check it out for sure. And of course, thank you to the Patreons as well, which I'll be reading in just a moment. Woo! Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Kane Hughes, Calming Spider, and Julian LaFond. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.